Hello and welcome. So in my previous video I played Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One. I'm now playing it here on my new PC with ultra settings at 1080p. Everything pretty much maxed out. Everything that I could max out is maxed out. So here we are, and we're going to play some of the game. Again, we're playing the first level, obviously for comparison's sake. I'm actually recording onto my laptop to kind of make sure there's nothing really interfering with my frame count or anything like that. I'm just looking for the tags that I missed. Oh, missed them again. Yeah, there's tags in one of those rooms there. Yeah, but anyway, one of the problems I've realised with recording the PC is obviously there is a way. I'm assuming you need like a supported sound card or something, but I believe that there is a way of outputting audio via the graphics card's HDMI port, but it doesn't do that as default like say a laptop would. So the audio is provided by the surround sound and picked up by the DSLR camera, so that's why the audio will be a bit funny. So we've got more weapons this time because I've played the PC game a bit more, and it's kind of annoying how every time you go to a weapon crate on the PC version you have to select everything with a mouse, because I'm actually playing here with the Xbox 360 controller, the USB kind of cabled up version, old school. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, but I suppose it's better than just not being able to play with a 360 controller, I guess. And the game looks a bit crisper, it's a bit more impressive on the PC, as you would expect. But there's nothing really that the PC does that's kind of astounding compared to the console versions. Go over here and get a reload. So yeah, luckily we haven't encountered any full-on stuttering here, and I'll just pause it actually and show you the settings. One thing you can change is the field of view on the PC. That's an advantage from playing the PC version. You don't get that option in the console version. So I've got a little bit more of a field of view. I can see a bit more around me than when I play the Xbox One version. I can set that as well to be more. And as you can see, everything's on ultra. These are maxed out here, so it's all good. Gives me a smooth frame rate. Doesn't really feel that smooth at the minute, but it does feel smoother with the mouse. So I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, it's nice and slick. And you do, like I say, you do get stuttering issues on this game sometimes. There are various causes and various different fixes for it, but I'm not gonna go into detail. As long as the game's playable now while I'm making this video, that's all I'm worried about. I did whack up the image quality to best quality whilst I'm recording this. I did that with when I was recording using the actual PC that I'm recording the gameplay of now, which is kind of confusing. Well, yeah, I did that on the main desktop, so So I've done that with the laptop as well, so hopefully there shouldn't be any problems there. And here was where I encountered the glitch on the Xbox One version, where for some reason it wouldn't let me pick up the collectible. Possibly it could have been because I've already collected it, because you don't really collect it, you just sort of acknowledge it's there and then it doesn't like disappear or anything. So here is where you will see probably the most difference. Where's all the gadgets? Oh, just waiting for them to load. Didn't get that in the Xbox One version. The gadgets are there instantly. Where the hole in the wall. And yeah, everything just looks a lot nicer and crisper. All the foliage and everything. It was definitely something that's scaled down in the console versions of the game. If you want to know what kind of spec this the game is, what spec kind of PC the game is, where's my fucking launcher? If you want to know what spec it's running on, it's a Pentium Anniversary G, whatever it's called, processor, you know the one I mean. And it's overclocked to 4.1 gigahertz. Couldn't really get it to go any higher without messing around with the voltages, because the computer came pre-overclocked. So I assume that they will have adjusted the voltages already, but I adjusted the multiplier and got a bit more speed out of it. It's definitely stable, it's not giving me any issues, nice and zippy, plenty of power for all the video editing and all that sort of stuff. And as you can see here, playing a bit of Battlefield 4. What was I saying there? Yeah, it's that Pentium processor, 8 gig, sorry, of RAM. 4 gig was the shitty old desktop. And GTX 960, it's an MSI version, it's not the MSI gaming version, I believe it's kind of like a more referencey version of the card, if that makes sense. And yeah, I managed to get like an extra, I think it's 239 megahertz out of the clock, and I think the memory is running at like 8 gigahertz effective. So yeah, a bit of overclocking going on. It is running a standard old school 1 terabyte SATA hard disk, so that's kind of probably the main bottleneck in the system, and probably why I get the odd bit of hesitation playing this game. I probably, if I had a solid state, I would probably have installed this game on there. So maybe something to look at in the future, but I'm just not a fan of the limited kind of storage capacities that they offer at the minute for the price. I should just run across there now. I don't really need to engage with those guys up on the bridge there, just these guys on the ground. As soon as I get through here and across there, that's the checkpoint done. Boom, and we can go further. Not thrown any not actually thrown, no. Oh, let's say when you open one of the crates, you end up having to reach over for your mouse, which is really, really annoying. I'm going to try and own these bitches with my grenade launcher here. Got one of them. Oh shit. Quick grenade. Grenade. The grenades aren't very satisfying in Battlefield, to be honest. I think there is a way of cooking them, but it's not the kind of default way that you have of cooking grenades in first-person shooters. It's kind of weird. Why does this fucking weapon only do single and burst? Sucks. I've not used the tactical binos so far. Silly me. Yeah, this must be like the at least the 20th time that I've ever kind of played this first level of Battlefield 4. Like I said, I owned it on the PS4. Played the hell out of that, got all the, well, all but 2 of the achievements on that version, and started playing the Xbox One version recently, and now picked up the PC version, and played the first level like quite a few times just on the PC version alone, so anybody would think it's my favourite game of all time, but no, it's not. It's just one of those games that I want to be good at it multiplayer wise. I'm not too bad at it actually. I'm better than I expected. Somebody like I just yesterday uploaded a test video because I got some new editing software, PowerDirector 13. So uploaded a kind of short little test video of me playing Black Ops 2 just to see how quick it process it and all that shit, and somebody commented accusing me of uploading somebody else's gameplay footage because I said in one of my like ancient videos, I'm guessing it would have been an ancient video, that I only play Call of Duty for the single player. Modern Warfare 3, I got into it about 2 years ago or something.
This shit is the best way up. It's the fastest. No time to
No, more than 2 years. Maybe
I expect to be blown away.
2.5 years ago, I'd say, I got into Modern Warfare 3. Left it for a bit. I only played it for about a week online. Then I got Black Ops 2, and then I really got into that, and I just played it constantly. And I've been kind of hooked ever since. So. Yeah, before then, maybe if you're watching videos from 2.5 years ago or so, I might have had that opinion, but now I mainly buy them for the multiplayer, to be honest. And accusing me of uploading somebody else playing the game is just ludicrous. Why would I bother? Just upload like fucking footage of me playing a single player or something. That would make more sense. So yeah, it is my footage. I've played online with people who are subscribed to the channel, so they can vouch for me, so don't be bloody silly. Yeah, we'll get to see the flame effect soon. Yeah. Boom. And here are the guys that you can't kill. So annoying. You think it gives some bonus points for killing them. You're gonna die anyway because you're gonna get crushed, but it's not the point. Shit, I'm hit. Fuck. So yeah, this was about when I, the moment, kind of part of the game where I ended the Xbox One video, and seeing as this is kind of a comparison and just showing you the new PC playing a game, I guess, then I shall be ending it around the same sort of point. For some reason I just really hate the end of this level, like the pointless driving bit, and then the bit where you shoot the helicopter with a grenade launcher, and for some reason I keep having to replay it because I keep missing the helicopter even though I'm pointing it directly at the helicopter and everything. So here we can see, in my opinion, the flame effects look a lot nicer on the PC, not the PS4 or PS3 version. They look a lot nicer. I think there's a bit more of the kind of blur effect on the PC version as well, which is kind of stylish, but you can adjust that, make it stronger, turn it off, all that sort of stuff, so it's interesting. Here we cut this motherfucker's leg off. Alright. Would prefer to see him cut it off though. So yeah, there you go. That is Battlefield 4, playing on my new Chill Blast Fusion Spartacus gaming PC with a bit of added overclocking. The recording was done on my laptop with my Elgato Game Capture HD via the HDMI out on the graphics card. And yeah, a lot sharper on the PC and some nicer effects, but it's not the be all and end all. I mean, if you look there, it looks kind of nice, doesn't it? But yeah, nice. Like the flame effects. But yeah, it's certainly worth a wank on the Xbox One and the PS4. But if you can play the PC version, it is kind of the ultimate edition of the game, because you've also got the 64 player servers, but that will take a bit more kind of processing power from your PC, so your frames will probably drop on that, unfortunately.